By the banks where the willow trees sway, there's a campfire we built one summer's day under skies vast and blue as your eyes. On the soft bed of earth where my lone heart lies, we carved our dreams in the bark of an oak, shared whispered tales with the smoke. But the river rose on that stormy night, washed away the fire that once burned so bright. Now I roam through the towns, past the doors you once knew. Every sunset's a memory, fading like the dew. Love's like a trail that just wins and wins. Campfire washed away, leaving only Bryan. Now the cabin stands empty, the windows all bare, like the hollow in my chest filled with cold prairie air. Where we danced on the porch, the old record spun, a melody lost to the silence succumbed. Gravel roads stretch untouched by your tread, the saddles untouched like the words we left unsaid. But the river rose on that stormy night, washed away the fire that once burned so bright. Now I roam past the porches under ghostly moon's hue, each step a reminder of the love that once grew. Love's like a shadow in the twilight's deep lines, campfire washed away, leaving echoes behind. In the whispers of the wind, through the chasm so deep, find the scarf you once wore. Is it still mine to keep? As the stars wheel above in their cold distant play, the darkness holds tight where your warmth used to lay. And the river keeps rising like my heart's mournful cry, washing over old memories that refuse to die. Every campfire I build, every flame I set free, is a prayer that someday your shadow returns to me. Love's a story that ends where it once did begin. Campfire washed away, but the embers still spin. In the shadow of a crooked oak where the wild river bends, I found your scarf of faded red, torn by the wind sharp ends. Beneath the sky's deep canvas, so cruel and endless blue, every whisper of the grass brings me back to you. Oh, these grave haunts that grip my soul, your echoes in the plains, where the twilight bleeds into the stars and only silence remains. Underneath this lonesome moon I wander old and spent, with shadows of your laughter in the winds that never relent. We rode the dusty trails once through towns too small to name, our dreams as wide as open skies, wild hearts we never tame. And now the porches creak in solitude where we once danced till dawn. A solitary rider passes by, the echo of us gone. Oh, these grave haunts that grip my soul, your echoes in the plains, where the twilight bleeds into the stars and only silence remains. And underneath this lonesome moon I wander old and spent, with shadows of your laughter in the winds that never relent. Oh, these grave haunts, they tether my soul to your memory ever tied. In every sunset's fire, in every tear I've cried. Yet in the quiet of the dying light, as night claims the expanse, I find solace in the solitude, in the tragic dance. So let the stars bear witness to the love I cannot reclaim. As the darkness folds around me, a whisper in your name. In the shadow of the mesa, where the oak trees used to stand, I found the scarf you left behind, now faded in my hand. The cabin's door still creaks the same, on hinges worn and gray. It echoes with each step I take since you in the rain walked away. The rain walked away with your laughter, left silence wide and deep, like the riverbeds now dry and cracked, where our promises sleep. Underneath that vast prairie sky where once we lay, all I hear is the echo of your steps since the rain walked away. This old porch remembers us, its boards worn down with time, where we watch the sunsets bleeding tonight, your hand resting in mine. But the gravel roads are empty now, the trails have all but faded, just like the love we swore would last, now gone and all but jaded. The rain walked away with your laughter, left silence wide and deep, like the riverbeds now dry and cracked, where our promises sleep. Underneath that vast prairie sky where once we lay, all I hear is the echo of your steps since the rain walked away. Maybe towns like these, with dust settled so still, are just places for the heart to break, not places meant to heal. I saddle up to ride again through winds that whisper pain of a love that's just another ghost, like the rain. The rain walked away with the best of my years. Through the dust I see you clear, your smile through the tears. I'll carry this old heart of mine down roads where memories sway, still searching for a reason why the rain walked away. Yes, forever asking why did the rain walk away? In the shadow of the old oak's bough, where we once carved our name so proud, the wind's a whisper soft and low, through the leaves it seems to crow. The dust it danced, our boots it wore, by the cabin door love's lore. saddle's worn, the leather's cracked, just like the paths where we once tracked. That dusty scarf you left behind is the only piece you didn't unwind. The prairies are wide, the town's gone quiet. Your absence a storm my soul can't fight. Oh, the dust turned cold in the twilight's fold, underneath the endless indigo. Where did you go? My heart's echo, leaving me with these ghosts in the afterglow. The rain on the old porch seems to cry, lonely teardrop from a slate gray sky. Each drop a memory, each stain a day, fading trails where we once lay. And now the dust turned cold, and I'm growing old, riding trails of regret and solace untold. Where did you go? My heart's echo, wandering alone in the dust turned cold. Echoes fade down gravel roads, long sold in the winds that carry the dust turned cold. In the shadow of the old oak tree, where the wind whispers through the leaves, she laughed under the summer sky, where hollow heart closed her eyes. We traced the path where wildflowers dream, past the creek where the water gleams. But now where once her laughter lies, only echoes softly sigh. Oh, my darling, gone like the sunset's glow, left me with these fields where lonely winds blow. Each whisper through the oak feels like a long drawn sigh, since hollow heart closed her eyes. The porch still creaks, but now it's just me. Her scarf still hangs, untouched by the breeze. The dust has settled on the road we'd ride since she left one cold, starless night. The saddle rests, untouched, grows old, like the secrets in her heart untold. An empty cabin fills with shadows of her light, in the silence after she closed her eyes. Oh, my darling, gone like the sunset's glow, left me with these fields where lonely winds blow. Each whisper through the oak feels like a long drawn sigh, since hollow heart closed her eyes. And I roam these hills trying to find what remains of her in the twilight, but every trail just fades in the dying light, leading me back to the night she closed her eyes. So here I stand, a lone silhouette beneath the sky. Past keeps calling from the places we'd hide, The world moves on, but I'm still trying to find why her hollow heart had to close her eyes. I'm still singing to the stars, hoping they'll reply, since hollow heart closed her eyes. Out where the oak tree shadows lay long on the ground, I found a faded scarf, the one she wore when the world spun round. In that quiet town where whispers birth the dawn, her smile like a lantern lit and warm, but now it's gone. Her smile stood still on the front porch in twilight's grace, while my heart kept roaming, a wild wind lost in space. The sun dips low just like the moments we'd fulfill. In the silence of the stars, her smile stood still. Years have worn the leather of my saddle and my skin. Gravel roads and empty cabins map the places I've been, but no trail, no dusty path leads me back to where she is. Just echoes of laughter in the rain and that kiss. Her smile stood still on the front porch in twilight's grace, while my heart kept roaming, a wild wind lost in space. The sun dips low just like the moments we'd fulfill. In the silence of the stars, her smile stood still. Underneath the crescent moon, I confess to the night, all I've lost ain't worth the cost of giving up this fight. But the pain ties me to what I know was real, in the ghost of her presence, a love that time can't heal. Her smile stood still on the front porch in twilight's grace, each memory a shadow that not even time can erase. The sun dips low and I wonder if it will ever rise on a day when her smile doesn't stand still. Her smile stood still, and I'm out here searching still. In the shadow of an old oak tree, where the wind whispers through the rye, we carved our names for eternity underneath that endless July sky. The dusty path to your sweet door, now overgrown, leads no more, just like the love we swore to hold in the fields where the rye turned cold. Oh, the wind sang low on those lonesome plains where my heart lies buried with your remains. Every sunset bleeds into my soul in the lands where the rye turned cold. That porch where where we dance now creaks alone, echoing steps of a ghostly parade. Your scarf still hangs, but the color's flown, faded as the promises we made. The cabin holds your laughter still, a haunting song over the hill, silent tales that were never told, echo through the right turn cold. Oh, the wind sing low on those lonesome plains, where my heart lies buried with your remains. Every sunset bleeds into my soul, in the lands where the right turn cold. I wander down these gravel roads with the dust of dreams I cannot reclaim. Each trail fades neath the weight I load, carrying the echoes of your name. And in my hand, an empty saddle you rode away. I lost the battle to the empty sky. My pleas are rolled across the fields where the right turn cold. Oh, the wind sing low on those lonesome plains, where my love's a whisper among the remains. Every sunset a story retold of a heart left in the right turn cold. Yes, every sunset bleeds into my soul, in the lands where the right turn cold.
In the shadow of the oak, by the creek where whispers talk, I carved our names in the old gray bark with a shaky, hopeful hand. The cabin with its creaking boards sat hollow on the ridge, where the sunset bleeds through lonely panes and the wind sings through the sash. Oh, that empty bed called my name like a lonesome haunting frame, in the quiet room where we lay our dreams. Now dust covers all we claim. The stars above the wildlands, once our hearts they did tame. Now they just flicker in distant sky, while that empty bed calls my name. The saddle hangs untouched, its leather cracked by time. The trail we rode together, now a fading line. Your scarf still lies upon that chair, its color worn by sun. Oh, how these silent echoes mock what we had begun. Oh, that empty bed called my name in the whispers of the rain. Every drop of memory falling sweet, mingled with my pain. The porch still holds your laughter in the creases of its frame, while the night air carries the weight of words, and that bed whispers my name. I wander through these empty rooms where shadows play old tunes. The dusted dances with the ghost of you under the melancholy moon. This heart once wild as desert blooms, now withers in its cage, bound by the silence left behind, by the turning of the page. That empty bed called my name through the thunder and the rain. Each thunderclap a heartbeat lost, a love I can't reclaim. As twilight paints the sky's last light and stars begin their wane, I hear the echo of that empty bed where once we lay. Now just my pain. So here's to the roads, both gravel and game, to the love that rode then drifted away. As the dust settles deep and the night claims its reign, that empty bed calls my name. Calls my name. In the shadow of a pine, where the wildflowers sway, we etched our names in a heart deep in the grave. Underneath that tree, on a bed of fallen leaves, promises were whispered as the dust clung to our sleeves. Oh, the pine tree walked away with the north wind's mournful cries, left me standing alone where our old love lies. The sunset paints the skies, but all the colors turn to gray. Ever since that pine and you walked away. Years have rolled like rivers beneath the moon's watchful gaze. Old porch creaks alone and reminiscing better days. The saddle hangs untouched, dust gathers on its skin, a testament to rise and the trails we wander in. Oh, the pine tree walked away with the north wind's mournful cries, left me standing alone where our old love lies. The sunset paints the skies, but all the colors turn to gray. Ever since that pine and you walked away. The gravel road's still there, it leads to nowhere now. The echoes of your laughter are shadows in the plow. I tread that path in dreams, find the tree that knew our names, only to awake to the whispering ghost that remains. Oh, the pine tree walked away like the dreams at break of day. No more whispers in the leaves, no more words left to say. And as the stars appear, I feel the night reclaim the place where once a pine and a love knew my name. Out where the sunset kisses the oak tree sleepy heads, we carved our names inside a heart upon the old porch slab. Her laugh was like the wind that dances through the canyon wild, echoed in the valley where we dreamed beneath the skies. But dreams like rivers twist and vanish in the plains, leaving just a whisper in the boughs where we once lay. Her laugh shut the door on a love
stars went dim and the cold winds tore, in every whispered breeze, in the rustle of the leaves, I hear the goodbye she never said, as it echoes in the trees. Now the gravel road's a friend, its dust coats my boots. Each step away from what we had, a pain that roots and shoots. The cabin stands empty like the hollow in my chest. Windows staring blankly at the life we once possessed. Her scarf still clings to the saddle, like her hand in mine, a faded trail of memories lost within the pines. Her laugh shut the door on a love that's no more, as the stars went dim and the cold winds tore, in every whispered breeze, in the rustle of the leaves, I hear the goodbye she never said, as it echoes in the trees. Maybe roads are for the roaming, maybe nights for the lone, but each sunset bleeds the same colors where her smile once shone. And if pain is a reminder of the love you've got to lose, then I'll bear this cross forever, with her laughter as my muse. Her laugh shut the door on a love that's no more, as the stars went dim and the cold winds tore. Now every fading light on these lonely, restless nights brings her back to my side, neath the ghostly moonlight. Yes, her laugh shut the door, and oh how it tore. Yet in the quiet of the dawn, I swear it opens once more. Out by the ridge where the old oak sighs, I first saw her wild, restless eyes. Under vast skies, our dreams unrolled on a dusty path where our fates took hold. Her laughter laced through the prairie wind in that sun-kissed town where my heart had been. Now the grave waits silent, so serene, where once danced the girl of my prairie dream. Each sunset bleeds like the tears I've shed for the whispered words and the life we'd wed. Oh, this lonely trail keeps winding, keeps waiting for a cowboy's heart that's forever fading. Seasons turned, the oak tree grew, those whispered winds carried her to. From that quiet porch, watch days depart, her scarf still holds the warmth of her heart. But the cabin's empty, the dust has lain on the saddle she rode through the summer rain. The grave waits silent with her whispers gone, in the heart of the lands where the wild songs throng. Each sunset bleeds into night's embrace, echoing the softness of her grace. Oh, this lonely road keeps winding, keeps waiting
Yes, the grave waits quiet under whispering trees, in a bed of earth with a soft, gentle breeze. But my heart still searches through dust and rain for the love we lost and will never regain. Oh, this town, these trails, they keep winding, they're waiting for a cowboy whose soul is eternally debating as the horse kicks dust towards a fading day. Through the silence, my heart has nothing to say, but feels everything. By the whispers of the oak trees, where the wild rivers wend, there's a dusty gravel pathway where our summers fell behind. We danced beneath the heavens where the stars would softly lie, but the back road closed her eyes, my love, the day we said goodbye. Oh, the scars we bear, deep as canyons wide, songs of yesteryears in the saddle where I ride. Every sunset's bleed, every dawn's pale rise tells the tale of the road she closed her eyes. Gone a laughter from the porch swing, the cabin stands alone, faint the echo of the love songs we once made our very own. Our scarf tied to the old gate, not just a flag of my demise. Love's trail went cold the night the back road closed her eyes. Oh, the scars we bear, deep as canyons wide, songs of yesteryears in the saddle where I ride. Every sunset's bleed, every dawn's pale rise speaks the silent in the roads where dreams capsize. There's a stillness in the hollow where the creek used to flow, a quiet neath the willow where our whispers used to go. If heartaches were a river, mine would reach the prairie skies, flowing past the back road where you closed your eyes. So ride on my weary spirit beneath the endless western skies, past the memories and the shadows where our old love gently lies. I'll carry you in silence as the eagle softly flies along the back road eternal where you closed your eyes. Let the wind speak of the sorrow as the dust against the sun dies, forever on the back road where my heart still cries. In the shadow of the old oak tree, where wild winds whispered you to me, the earth smelled sweet after the rain. Your laughter echoed, eased the pain. We carved our love on that aged bark, promised forever beneath the stars. But storm stays long on this lonesome ridge. Your scarf still dances on the broken bridge. My heart rides
guides trails where we once roamed. In every sunset I ride alone. The winds may settle, the dust may lay, but in my home the storm stays. Now the porch swing sways with no delight, that old cabin veiled in twilight. The gravel road bears no more your trace, only footprints that time can't erase. Where once our dreams like wildflowers bloom, now stand silence in quiet gloom. Yes, storm stays harsh on this weary heart. Your memory lingers though we're apart. The saddle's empty, the night sky sprawls against the echo of your distant calls. The rains may cleanse, the oak may sway, but in my heart the storm stays. I wander past where laughter dwelt, underneath the heavens we once held. Each step away stretches like miles on the trails of our lost smiles. As the storm stays deep in the folds of night, and I'm left alone with these fading lights. No more you, just the wind's soft cries and the haunting of our last goodbyes. Though time moves on, my world decays under the endless stormy grays. In every shadow love betrays, here in my heart the storm stays.
Shadow of the old oak tree, where the river bends and whispers low, I found you while you and me, dandelion seeds ready to blow. Your scarf, a shade of sunset bright, tied to the saddle, flapping in flight. We traced gravel roads till they disappeared, each mile together the skies we neared. But dandelions held tight in the palm turned to wishes in the winds of time. You're a memory in the dust of my ride, echoes of laughter and your hand in mine. With every sunset that paints the west, I find you still beating in this old cowboy chest. Now the porch creaks empty, the door swings free, echoing steps of an old melody. The cabin in the clearing with its quiet cold glow holds the ghosts of your laughter in the shadows down faded trails where our dreams once ran. I walk alone, a solitary man, where wildflowers whisper in the fields you adored. I search for you, my forever implored. Dandelions held tight in the palm turn to wishes in the winds of time. You're a whisper in the dust of my ride, echoes of laughter and your hand in mine. Every sunset that bleeds through the west leaves your shadow dancing in my lonely chest. And I've learned that love, like wildflowers, grows in places left untamed. But holding on too tight, my dear, just leaves you with the seeds, the rain. Dandelions hands once held tight in the palm fade to wishes on horizons I roam. You're the echo in the canyons of my mind, a love lost in the sweep of time. Yet every sunset that dies in the west keeps you living deep within my lonesome chest.
The cottonwood side, I found love wild as dandelions or the July sky. Her laughter flowed like the creek after spring's rain. On that old wooden porch I'd never feel that same. Oh, the dandelion field died young, taken by the wind, left unsung. Like whispers in the dust, her love slipped through my hands. Now I roam a lone shadow in these forgotten lands. Time wore down the trails where we once walked, gravel roads overgrown, oak doors forever locked. The cabin stands empty, a shell of memories, just echoes of her voice in the summer breeze. Yes, the dandelion field died young, scattered dreams, words left unstrung. In every sunset's glow, her absence I understand, a silhouette of solitude against the sprawling land. By the lantern's light I see her scarf, faded and torn, each thread a tale of what we were and what I mourn. Under the vast prairie sky, stars witness to my creed. Love's a wildflower, cherished most when it's a seed. Still the dandelion field died young. In the quiet town where our song was sung, I'll carry this heartache till my own trails end. In whispers of the wind, I'll find her voice again.
out where the oak trees whisper low beneath the silver sky. I found a scarf you wore, now faded, by the old porch where we lie. The wind, it carries ghost and dust through the cabin's broken seam, and every creak and board recalls our long-lost prairie dream. The lost trail watched me leave with heavy heart and silent creep. Sunset bleeds through memories where our wild love used to be. Echoes float on the gravel road under stars that grieve. The lost trail watched me leave. Oh, the lost trail watched me leave. Now the town sleeps quiet where our laughter filled the streets. Windows dark as the promises we never could complete. Rain falls on the saddle where you once sat close to me. Now it's just a shadow neath the old willow tree. The lost trail watched me leave with heavy heart and silent creed. Sunset bleeds through memories where our wild love used to be. Echoes float on the gravel road under stars that grieve. The lost trail watched me leave. Oh, the lost trail watched me leave. I whisper to the moonlight as it dances on the ridge, asking for forgiveness from that old wooden bridge. For I've carried this old heartache far as any man can bear, and I leave behind my sorrows scattered in the prairie air. The lost trail watched me leave, a ghost upon each breeze, carrying away my whispers like leaves lost from the trees. And as the earth keeps turning, my heart finds some relief, but the lost trail watched me leave. Yes, the lost trail watched me leave. Underneath that velvet sky, the lost trail watched me leave. In the shadow of a weathered oak where the creek bends low and wide, I drop my hat, a piece of her, beneath that endless sky. It danced with dust on gravel roads where our laughter used to lay. Now just a whispers with the tumbleweeds in the valley of decay. And that old hat walked away like summer rain through thirsty ground, left me standing heart in hand in this ghost of a prairie town. The sunset bleeds the same old red, but colder blows the wind. Since that hat walked away with her, won't see her smile again. The porch still groans under my boots like it did when she was near, echoing around this empty room the songs we can't hear. Her scarf still hangs upon the door, but the scent's been washed by time, just like the trails we rode together, now lost to pines and rime. That old hat walked away
away with dreams woven into its brim. Left me with these aching hands and eyes that grow dim. Nights stretch longer down these roads where once we rode so free. Since that hat walked away with her, took all my dreams with me. Underneath that vast old sky where stars watching though, I reckon hearts are made to break and broken hearts to grow. But mine's just wandering lost and cold, a shadow man on a moonlit ridge, walking a path of memories alone beneath the bridge. Yes, that had walked away like her steps fading in the hall, each echo a reminder of a past I can't recall. So I'll saddle up and ride away beneath these aching skies, while that hat keeps walking away with her under these lonesome cries. The wind picks up the dust it swirls, the sunset paints it all, a scene of silent solitude where memories and sorrow sprawl. Yet in this heart she rides still, across lands both wild and free. That had walked away with my love, left the rest to me. On the outskirts of a dream, by the shadow of an oak, I trace the lines of laughter where your scarf once gently spoke. Underneath that aging porch, where the old wood barely stands, my boots still stir the dust up like your fingers through my hands. But love said nothing as the silence filled the air, just the creaking of the saddle and a whisper of despair. The sunset bleeds like fire on horizons turning thin. Love said nothing, leaving me to the mercy of the wind. Those gravel roads we wandered, now just pathways to the past. The cabin stands abandoned, like the shadows that we cast. Rain taps on the rooftop, like the rhythms of your grace. But it's just the lonely heartbeat in this empty, quiet place. Love said nothing as the darkness hugged the light, just the echo of your footsteps merging with the coming night. The stars above like watchers to a tale that's wearing thin. Love said nothing, leaving me to the mercy of the wind. And oh, how the prairies remember us, every laugh woven through the grass, every tear a drop of rain, turning trails to mud and glass. But as the moon climbs the back of the hills, silence, though it pains me evermore. Love said nothing, not a farewell or a sigh, just the turning of the earth and the aching of the sky. Now I ride through fading trails where our memories have thinned. Love said nothing, but I still feel everything.
Screen door still creaks like it used to when you'd run out barefoot in the dew. Your laughter lived in every board. Now silence echoes more and more. The porch swing sways like it knows your name, still dances in that old time frame. I sat and watched the fireflies and heard your voice in the wind's disguise. The porch still remembers how we kissed in late September. Your head on my chest, the sky burned red. Now it's just ghosts and things unsaid. The rocking chair, don't ask me why, but it groans like it's about to cry. Yeah. This old house don't feel like timber. It breathes, it aches, it still remembers. Your coffee cup still on the sill. The rose you dried, it's hanging still. The light you loved in the kitchen bay still floods the floor the same old way. I fixed the roof you always nag, but some holes just ain't meant to patch, like the one you left inside my chest, where love once lived now lays to rest. The porch still remembers all our storms and all our embers, the way you'd hum that country song, barefoot twirling all night long. Now it just creaks when no one's near and echoes back to yesteryear. This ain't a house, it's love's old ember burning slow. It still remembers. I don't come here to rewind, just to touch what you left behind. If these walls could write a letter, they'd say we almost made it better. The porch still remembers, and it ain't forgiving, but it's tender. It don't blame, it don't cry, it just holds time as it goes by. So I'll sit here till the sun sets low, with your name in every shadow. And though you're gone, I still surrender to this porch that still remembers.
In the shadow of the bluff, where the old oak tree stands, I found a cracked frame in the palm of my hands. A whisper of a scarf, faded red 'neath the sun, held the scent of wild jasmine, our days on the run. We rode through the towns just like outlaws at play. That old porch was ours by the end of the day. Oh, the skies tell the tales of the lonesome and tried, and I roam through the echoes of her laugh that died. Like a ghost she's in the winds that the prairie sends my way. In a cracked frame left behind is where my heart will stay. Time washed over the gravel where we once laid our claim. Dust settled on the saddle, ain't nothing feels the same. Quiet haunts the cabin where laughter danced through air. Now it's just the creek and wood and the solace of despair. I trace the fading trails where her boots kick the dust. Each sunset bleeds the colors of the love we once discussed. Oh, the skies tell the tales of the lonesome and tried, and I roam through the echoes of her laugh that died. Like a ghost she's in the winds that the prairie sends my way. In a cracked frame left behind is where my heart will stay. By the dying light I see it clear. All that's left is the rust and the tears, as the stars peer down like eyes that know my sin. I whisper to the night, can't hold what might have been. So here's to the silence where old memories hide, to the trails that I wander and the tears I've denied. May the winds carry softly the sorrow I've earned, in a cracked frame left behind with the bridges I've burned. Yes, in a cracked frame left behind is where my heart will stay. Forever wandering under skies of ash and gray.